Powder for breakfast. Up super early this morning because I've got my 20-minute turbo power test. I like to get stuff like this done early. The only downside is that I really struggle eating in the morning. So when I do get up at 5 or 6 a.m, fuel is the way. It's just so easy to digest, and if you have a session, you don't really have that waiting period in between drinking it and then having to digest and then start your session without feeling like a bit sick. So this morning, lovely powdery breakfast and 20-minute power test. Can't wait. So the idea of today's session is just to find out where my 20-minute power is at. Because I've already done a lactate threshold test, we're not going to be setting my zones from it, so I don't have to do a 5-minute effort before, because that's what you should be doing if you're taking 95% of your 20-minute effort and then setting your zones from that. You're supposed to do a 5-minute effort before. This is just to ease me into structured training, see what my heart rate's doing so Ken can analyze it, accumulate some time above threshold, and it might serve as a good example to show how different your lactate threshold can be compared to your 20-minute power if you just go out and do a flat out effort, which again, a reason why it maybe isn't the best idea to set your zones based on it. All of my turbo sessions recently I've been using erg mode on Zwift. Today, because I want to try and squeeze every last watt out of my 20-minute effort, I'm going to be using the standard mode and just riding and using it to record my data. But it's handy because on Training Peaks, Ken set up my training session. If you link it to Zwift, it will actually prompt you to ride certain watts and kind of run you through the warm-up, which is a nice feature. Oh, I'm out of breath already, I haven't even started. Heart rate was 20 beats above where it should be. I can't even put my hat on. Heart rate was about 20 beats ahead of where it should be in the warm-up. So I was feeling a bit nervous. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. Turns out, I think I did alright. That was my first time riding not erg mode. And first time riding to power properly since my racing days. And holding a consistent power. So difficult. I had Zwift constantly telling me like, more power, less power, more power. Should we see what the power was? FTP increase, 306 watts. Well, we know that's wrong. So there we go. Don't know if that picks up on camera, but you can follow me on Strava, have a look at the power data, or on, can you follow people on Training Peaks? I don't know. 321 watts, 20-minute power. So 1 watt more than Ken predicted. Good prediction. Mate,
blowing out my arse. I'll be alright. Riding my new bike.
Indy Fab. You're looking quite fresh and alright.
That's because we've been riding at 150 watts the whole time.
Well, I'm recovering from my test, thank you.
From your test?
Yeah.
Yeah, I woke up this morning, you said I'm doing a 20-minute test, I was like,
So really happy with my 20-minute results. 321 watts, which is just about what Ken predicted. Bit of food for thought here. Zwift immediately set my new FTP at 307 watts, which I'm guessing is about 5% less than the result of the test. If I set my training zones to that FTP, I would be overtraining all the time. That's why it's important to do a proper 20-minute test after your 5-minute effort, or even better, a lactate threshold like I did. What's your 20-minute power, mate?
about 12.
12 watts.
Yeah, 12 watts. I'm currently operating at a negative watts per kilo. In fact, it should be kilo to watts.
Okay, yeah. This isn't even a climb and I'm in the little ring. Feels good. I could get used to this type of riding. Do the hard work on the turbo and then come out and spin. Annoyingly, there are a couple of climbs on this route, but I'll take them as easy as possible. Don't be angry at me, Ken. Oh, my white shoes.
Turn around, go back.
I don't go backwards, mate. Shit. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we doing going up Crocknorth on a nice easy spin? This hill is like 20%. You have to ride hard because you run out of gears. You just attacked me. Yeah. Outrageous. Really nice climb this though. Got that bridge there.
picturesque, picturesque, Skinnick and picturesque. What have I been roped into?
You've got to take a picture of us wearing our fresh Christmas merch.
How does it work?
You know how to work a camera, right? You do it for a job.
Is it taking photos? Danny in a tiny bit.
Well done.
This morning's workout plan said, have a long warm down. The longer the better. I think it's safe to say today's ride was a long warm down. Trying to keep things steady now on the way home. And recovery day tomorrow. Because finally building up the mountain bike.
Ride done. Sore legs. 2 days ago, I crashed and my back brake stopped working. Some of you guys will remember that from the video. Something weird happened overnight. It's working again. Now, one of you put in the comments what you thought might have happened, and I think you might be correct. Gary Bird was like, because the bar's twisted around, where the cable goes into the frame just kinked. So the hose, which is kind of plasticky on the outside, but I believe it has a metal insert because it's dealing with pressure, kinked. Then the bike being left normally in a normal position overnight, it's kind of unkinked it and the fluids moving through again. Needless to say, I should probably get it replaced anyway. So I'm gonna ride this bike over to the bike shop tomorrow where I'm building up the mountain bike and leave it with them if they'll take it, because even though it's working, I don't want that hose to fail while I'm out riding again, because it was a pain in the arse, especially off-road. To finish off today's video, Sun God. How many layers of packet? Got some new lenses from Sun God. We're currently running a promotion in partnership with World Bicycle Relief, and if you order a new lens or a pair of Sun Gods, add one of these to your basket. It counts as a £4 donation from you to World Bicycle Relief, which Sun God match. So a nice little thing for Christmas. I've got some more clear lenses so I can see off-road. That marks the end of today's video. It's very bright in here. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, leave a comment down below and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the mountain bike build.